Hey guys, get ready with me for my Halloween photo shoot. I already got my little cursed mark going, and I'm just gonna go in with some e.l.f. Soft Glam foundation. We're doing a little Halloween shoot just for fun. My one friend, Amanda, really likes taking pictures and photography, so we're gonna combine her photography and my makeup with her daughter, Savannah. So we're just going for a little witchy look. After your foundation's all blended out, I just went in with contour. I'm just using Milk contour stick or bronzer. And just the normal placement, forehead, cheekbones, under the chin. I think I went in with a lot under my chin. I wanted to try to shadow out my double chin. And then I actually tried to do a little nose contour as well. I don't often do nose contour, but I did for the shoot. And then I went in with my favorite fall blush, a dusty mauve color, just nude sticks. And just blended that out on the cheeks and a little across the nose. Just my typical placement. And then I went in with concealer just to cover up under the eyes. I have a little bit of dermatitis, eczema, something under my eyes that I like to cover up from crying too much. I was crying too much and I made a rash break out under my eyes. Oh dear. And then I just went in with the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder and just set my entire face to blur and mattify everything. Typically, if you're doing a photo shoot, you can go a bit more intense with your makeup. I probably should have went even darker with my base products. And then I just went in with some black shadow and made a halo eye, placing the black in the inner and outer corners and across the crease line, just leaving a little space in the middle. And then you just blend all of that out so there's no harsh lines. And then I went in with a deep purple shimmer color once everything was blended. You also can use a little bit of light purple or darker purple on your blending brush if you want to add a little purple pop into the black. And you can go in with a clean brush to keep blending the lines. And if you end up with a little patch of missing color, you can go back in, add color. Blending's a very tedious process. And then you just go in with the dark purple shimmer in the center. And then I also used a lighter purple shimmer into the inner corner, like right in the center of the purple, and a nice super light lavender, almost white shimmer in the inner corners, going into the dark and slightly lighter purple. And then you're just going to need to blend all of that together so it's not such a harsh line between each of them. Again, blending can take some time, but it makes everything worth it, makes it look more cohesive. And then you just go under the eye with the dark black towards the outer corner, under the lash line. And then after the black, I used the dark purple shimmer and put that under the lash line up until about right under my pupil. And then I repeated that with the light purple going almost into the inner corner, and then popped the light lavender whitish color on the very inner corner of my eye. And then once I finished placing all of those, I blended it out to give a nice smudgy under eye effect. The best way to do this is what I'm doing here, just using a mirror, putting it above your head and looking up. Then you can't really see the brush coming at your eyes. It makes it easier to not flinch. I know a lot of people have issues with anything going near their eyes. And then I just took some black shadow on a flat, small brush and dragged it down to kind of make it almost look like cry lines, like you were crying and your mascara started running. And I just played around with that and just put a few there. Just kind of made it look like the makeup was running down a bit to give it a little bit of a spooky effect. I also did that with the dark purple, the lighter purple, and I placed a tear streak going from the inner corner of my eye all the way down with the light white. I saw something similar in a witchy-esque Halloween movie before with their makeup, so I just decided to try it out myself. I've never actually done this particular thing, tried to make tear streaks or make it look like my makeup was running. I thought it came out pretty well. And then I just lined my waterline and my tight line with black liner, extending it just slightly on the inner corner to give that slight small cat eye effect. And then went in with a black liquid liner to make a wing. And then, just because I didn't feel extra enough, I went in with the dark purple shimmer again and just made almost a cut crease line without actually cutting the crease. I just placed another line and a swish and a flick at the outer corner following the wing, just above my crease, so you can still see it if my eyes are open. And then I used the back of a sponge, just any circle object, to trace for my crescent moon on top. Because I was doing it on camera, it kind of went badly, so I had to do it again off camera to make the circle look more circle. It was a little bit wobbly, but when you do a moon's a big circle, right? So making the crescent shape, you want to start out with the complete shape of a circle and then just dip into it. There we go. Went off camera to fix that. The initial circle shape kind of went wonky. And then I just used this star eyeliner that I had to just place random stars. Just in little patterns of threes on my forehead. And then that eyeliner is actually running out of ink. So I got a little bit frustrated because I kept trying to go and the eyeliner was running out on me. So I just went in with another eyeliner I had in the shape of a moon. Then I lined my lips in black, extending just the tiniest bit in the corners, put some deep purple on and blended that out. And that is the whole witchy look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!